Hi everyone, I'm Eleanor, an undergraduate researcher at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. I work under Dr. Saikawa in the Environmental Sciences Department to study air pollution in Atlanta. So what does air quality mean? Let's learn with Air Emory, a subset of Saikawa Lab. And first, some history. In the population and consumerism explosions of the 1950s, lots of people moved from rural areas to urban and suburban areas. They brought lots of cars, traffic, and industrial jobs with them, as well as many more people commuting to and from these jobs. This caused an increase in energy use, which resulted in pollution and smog hanging over the skies of many American cities. People started noticing the negative impacts of air pollution on their quality of life. In 1955, the government passed the Air Pollution Control Act to start federal research into air pollution. This was also the first time that the federal government took action on air pollution. In 1963, the first version of the Clean Air Act was passed, and this allowed the federal government to start controlling air pollution through regulations, as well as doing research into how to decrease air pollution levels. In the 1970s, there were protests, and the first Earth Day demonstration was organized. Due to public pressures, the United States Congress updated the Clean Air Act, and President Nixon created the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. The updated Clean Air Act established the National Ambient Air Quality Standards, or the NAAQS, which is still used by scientists today when analyzing air quality. These environmental laws have had positive effects. Researchers found that the Clean Air Act effectively improved air quality over the last 50 years, and the EPA is still the key federal player when it comes to monitoring air quality and enforcing regulations. As scientists gathered data from the government's network of regulatory air sensors across the country, they started thinking about the air quality data that they were collecting. They created databases, graphs, reports, and even discovered dangerous effects of breathing air pollution. An important way that we interpret air quality data is through the Air Quality Index, or AQI. This translates the direct measurement of the 5 major air pollutants: ground level ozone, particulate matter, or PM, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide, into an indicator of risk for human health. There are 5 levels of AQI. Good means that the air is safe for everyone. Moderate means that there is more pollution in the air today and you might want to limit your time outdoors, but nothing bad will happen. Unhealthy for sensitive groups means that people with asthma, lung issues, and heart issues should stay inside to avoid irritation or worse symptoms. Unhealthy for everyone means that everyone, even perfectly healthy people, will be irritated by the air and should stay inside or limit outdoor activity. Hazardous air quality is the worst and will lead to an increase in hospital visits that day solely from the effects of the air. So breathing in air pollution is bad, and the AQI gives us a risk level for the day so we can make our own healthy decisions. But why is air quality a health hazard? Earlier, I mentioned PM, which stands for particulate matter. This category covers a wide range of particles in the air. This is in contrast to pollutants like carbon monoxide or sulfur dioxide, which are very specific kinds of molecules made up of specific atoms and bonds. PM, on the other hand, can be dust, smoke, pollen, soot, or even liquid molecules in the air. There are 2 categories of PM based on the diameters of the particles. The smaller diameter is 2.5 micrometers, and the larger diameter is 10 micrometers. The average human hair is 7 times larger in diameter than PM10, and 30 times larger in diameter than PM2.5, so these particles are super small and may not even be visible. PM10 and PM2.5 are both concerning pollutants, but PM2.5 has more potential to do harm. This is because smaller particles can travel deeper into your body, causing more harm and irritation in your organs. Now, you may be concerned about the health effects of air pollution. People who are often exposed to bad air quality are more likely to experience cardiovascular and lung problems, asthma, more emergency room trips from asthma, an overall shorter lifespan, and a lower birth weight for their babies. But don't worry, there's no reason to be scared of air pollution. We just need to pay attention and be careful. Remember the AQI we learned about earlier? You can learn the AQI when you check the weather on your phone every day. Make healthy choices about your time outdoors, check up on your house or apartment's HVAC system, and replace the air filters regularly. With an awareness of air quality, you are equipped to make the best decisions for your health. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a lot. See you next time.